I know it's been a minute. No, it's been more than a minute. I mean, come on. It's been over a year. Okay, let's just say it. It's been over a year. I haven't posted videos on my channel. Well, I've been doing some other stuff. Okay? Some other things I had to get done. Make new albums. Boom. This is what I've been doing since I took a break from posting videos. Made a whole new Failure album. I'm super proud of this album. Here it is in the vinyl format. It's a short album for us. It only has 10 songs, but, you know, they pack a punch. Oh, we're going to tour on it. Got to prep for the tour. Go out on the tour. Film all the shows. And make this. It's a Blu-ray disc. I know, are they still making these? Failure just made our first one. It's a concert film of the tour that we did in support of Wild Type Droid. It is called We Are Hallucinations. It's a lyric from one of the songs. You know, we've always wanted to have a physical document of our live show. This is a 90-minute show covering stuff from all the albums. One thing that was attractive to us is that it has 5.1 surround sound capabilities. You have your choice to listen to the stereo mix or the 5.1 mix. I mixed the 5.1 like you were in the venue watching the show, from like the center of the floor, so you can hear the PA, but you're hearing back wall reflections, you're hearing people around you talking and cheering and singing and recreating the sound environment of a real show. And then also spawning from that is the audio version of the We Are Hallucinations concert film on vinyl. This is a test pressing from a new partner of ours, Third Man Pressing. 180 gram as usual from us. It's a 90-minute show, fits on A, B, C, and D. This has been approved, and they're making the stamper, I think, today. Independent of Failure, some of you may know that I had mid-2000s, I had a band called Year of the Rabbit. Well, I found the unmastered master files for this album, and I've remastered them for vinyl. Wow, this thing sounds really good. I actually prefer it to the CD. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the CD, but master was kind of intense on that, very bright and very loud. And this is just like toning that down just a hair. You still get the intensity of the mixes, maybe just a little warmer on the top. I really like it. I definitely prefer it to the CD. I will have updates when those releases are going to be shipped and available to buy. The other thing, and probably the thing that's taken up most of my time in the last year and a half or so, has been working on the Failure documentary. It actually started in 2015 when the two original filmmakers, Don Hardy and Sean Daly, started collecting interviews for a Failure documentary. They shot 4 years on it, got 18 really cool interviews, and then, pandemic hit, everyone's priorities changed. They're still really involved in the film, but basically they kind of handed it off to us. I mean, they knew I was an editor. It was obvious that they had some really interesting stuff. I felt like the band could kind of take it over and finish it. So that's what we've been doing. I know it's a little odd, a little kind of meta, working on your own documentary, but it's at the same time, it really reminds me of the same feeling I had when we were making Fantastic Planet in 1994-95 and producing it ourselves, which was quite odd for that moment in time. Most bands in our situation were working with producers where they liked what they had done, which is like the obvious thing to do. We didn't want to make something that had already been done. We wanted to make something that was intrinsically unique. Part of that calculation, I think, for us was maybe to not work with any of the usual suspects. Some people in our own camp thought it was not a good idea. But luckily, the label, and specifically the label's owner, Bob Biggs, who's not with us anymore, he heard something in our demos that he wasn't getting out of the finished records that we were turning in. You guys want to do it yourself? Sounds good. That's probably the album that I'm gonna like more anyways. So we got lucky with that, and I kind of feel like that's what's happened here. A documentary was being made about our band, and now we have the opportunity to finish it, which is a little strange, but at the same time, it feels familiar. At least I know one thing. It's going to be an interesting film. And that's what I've been spending my time on. I'm hoping that we are going to have a cut this fall. And then in terms of when it comes out, there's a lot of discussion going on right now about that. We do have some interest. Stay tuned. That's all I got for now. See you in the next one. Later.
You got pulled over too, buddy. How fast were you going?
85.
And your ticket was 75 and mine was only 50.
I'm a 72.
Yeah.
To the moon.